You're welcome.
Well, some alleged victims of sex abuse by clergy are speaking out tonight after 5 local priests were cleared of wrongdoing.
The Albany Catholic Diocese says its Sexual Misconduct Review Board found no reasonable grounds to substantiate the claims. News Channel 13's Dan Bazell joins us from the newsroom with more. Good evening, Dan.
Good evening, Jim and Jess. It was a 7-month-long investigation by an FBI agent, a former FBI agent, and a former Court of Appeals judge that led to this conclusion. But some alleged victims say that it's not good enough for them and that the diocese should not be allowed to police itself.
For 15 minutes of fame,
it was 34-year-old Michael DeSantis of Colony who came forward and said that he was molested by the 5 priests for years, beginning when he was just 9 years old in the 1980s.
I have 100% clarity that they are the 5 men. I have no second thoughts, no second doubt.
DeSantis named Father Alan Jupin, Father Donald Ophuls, Father John Bertolucci, Father Louis Douglas, and Father Carl Urban as the abusers. On Tuesday, the Albany Roman Catholic Diocese says there are no reasonable grounds to substantiate the allegations.
We still stand behind the victims, and we believe that they were abused.
Mark Lyman, who heads the local chapter of the Survivors Network of Those Abused by Priests, or SNAP, questions how the diocese came to this conclusion.
As a victim, as an advocate, as a Catholic, I question how an organization can clear its own employees.
The diocese says everything was done by the book. The 7-month investigation was conducted by retired law enforcement.
As a result of his previous investigations, we've already removed several priests. We also took an additional step where we brought in Judge Rosenblatt, a well-respected, highly respected former Court of Appeals judge.
But still, Lyman believes cases of sexual abuse by priests should be handled by active duty investigators. But he says some victims will never get their day in court because of the statute of limitations in New York State.
We've always advocated to lift those statute of limitations so that victims, regardless of when they were abused, can bring this forward.
Meanwhile, Fathers Jupin, Ophuls, and Urban will return to active retired status, and they'll be able to fill in for Sunday Mass. And Bertolucci was permanently removed from ministry because of unrelated sexual abuse allegations, and Father Douglas passed away back in May.